One of the challenges that we face with the incentives for the way that we deal with security is that in a world where a company can build an inexpensive toy that can hook into the Internet of Things via a wireless connection, and a parent that wants the neatest, coolest toy for their child, in that process between making something inexpensively and selling it to someone that it's been marketed to as cool, there's no one in that process that is incentivized to provide security as a number one feature of that product. That's how you get things like parents buying internet-connected toys for their kids that are part of the Mirai botnet, right? And the challenge there is, are the parents really hurt or the kids really hurt if a toy, a doll, is being used in a way that it isn't intended but doesn't actually harm those parents and kids? And the answer is, unfortunately, not really. Security needs to be built from the ground up in the kind of devices that are being distributed to people around the world that don't understand the consequences of a wireless connected toy or refrigerator, or God help us all, toasters, because this is what we talk about. The incentives for building something need to not only come from the device makers, but it needs to be something demanded by the consumer. So there's that problem of incentives. And I'm going to say that the second problem really is it's fear. We think of computers as all-knowing, and people talk about artificial intelligence and machine learning like it is magic fairy cyber dust. It is not. It is not magic. It's math. It's statistics. It's old statistics. It's hoary, gray-bearded, ancient statistics. This is Bayesian learning is all that it is. Decades-old statistics. And it's not advanced statistics at that. All we're doing is we're setting up information to be processed and learned and predicted from. That's it. There's no money in building security if the producer and the consumer, neither of which is incentivized to demand security in a product, don't care about it and aren't affected by the lack of security. Where's the money in making sure that security is there? In the second case, when it comes to the way that we treat artificial intelligence, often this assumption that the computer knows what it's doing, there's this built-in assumption that somewhere along the lines, security was also built in. When you can break into a system and no one is behind the scenes thinking about securing it, that's really scary to me. Now, the good part is that the people that I know that spend their lives and spend their careers trying to keep systems like this safe are deeply ethical and responsible. This kind of security isn't just a profession, it's a calling. The moral incentive is already there. I wake up every single day, and at Symantec, I know I get to keep 16 billion user sessions a day safe. That is a hell of a motivation to wake up in the morning and drink my coffee, maybe 3 coffees. The people that I know do this not necessarily out of any financial incentive, but out of a sense of joy and creativity. The people that I know that like to break into things do so because they first of all are mischievous. Some of the great hackers I know do it as a joke and a prank, but more often than not, that is the front of a deep fear that without them, no one would have found this security hole, that no one would be keeping people safe. And there's just too much stuff in the world for only hackers to be the ones finding security holes after something's been built. We need to be baking security in from the beginning, and to do that, I think we as a technology industry need to figure out how to properly incentivize product makers to build security in.